Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Luke, and I am going to do something I haven't done for a very long time. And I don't mean just reacting to Tom MacDonald, I mean listening to Tom MacDonald. It has been a very long time since I've actually sat down, listened to one of his songs. I'd say it's at least a year. Don't know why. No idea why. Mind you, there's been a lot of music on the channel with Nightwish, Pentatonics, stuff like that. Just forgotten about it. But I'm here with my hat. I'm here with my I've forgotten what it said. Oh no, that's bad, isn't it? Have a nice day. Anyway, I bought this from Tom himself. I've also got a t-shirt and 6 albums that he autographed personally and delivered, sent from his house in America to my doorstep here in England. So, yeah, I am a real fan. I'm a paid-up member of the Hangover Gang. I spent like £100 on that bundle. I got the Brainwash t-shirt, this hat, and 6 autographed albums. Over £100. Worth it. So, I've just gone on his channel, looked at his most recent releases, and there's one here called The Machine, which to me sounds like one of his politically themed works. So, yep, this has always been my favourite style of song from him. But I'm definitely going to check out all of his songs that I've missed, as far back as it goes. But I'm starting with this one, so I'm going to get into it. Tom MacDonald, The Machine. Very interested to hear what he talks about in this. So, shall we begin? I think we shall. Please like if you enjoy, and subscribe if you're new and you haven't already. Not much else to say. Let's go. The Machine.
I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. Why the hell can't I just be American without getting political? The system gon' suppress us all, they don't care about the cost. How's this a democracy when we got communists in charge? Cancel culture Nazis, all they're missing is the swastikas.
Oh, I like that. How is this a democracy when we've got communists in charge? That is so true. It's the same thing here in the UK, you know, and people on that side go on about the Conservatives saying, oh, the Conservatives, they're right wing. This Conservative Party that we have couldn't be more left-wing if it tried. Literally. Also, a very interesting interview with former Prime Minister Liz Truss and Connor Tomlinson. Yep, she's had a few interesting things to say about Tony Blair. You know, most normies who are out of the loop politically think Tony Blair retired when he left 10 Downing Street. Oh no! He hasn't had a day off since 1997. Trust me, he is doing a lot behind the scenes. Why do you think this Conservative Party is further left than where it should be? Oh, he's been busy. Trust me. Yeah, same situation here. I get his stance politically as well. I'm not Republican, I'm not blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I understand that. But things are getting like very serious right now. Being an on the fence sort of person, I understand why people want to do that, but I'm one of these people who believes that things are going to get so bad in America and this country that you are going to have to pick a side. Because if you're just in the middle, you're fair game, really, aren't you? But I understand that stance. I do.
I just be American without getting political. The system gon' suppress us all, they don't care about the cost. How's this a democracy when we got communists in charge? Cancel culture Nazis, all they're missing is the swastikas. Honestly, this is a psychological holocaust. Pumping propaganda through the screen and straight into your brain. You ain't on a plantation, but you definitely still a slave. Race theory is indoctrination.
I love that. He's put that in a few songs, you know, talking about, oh, they freed the slaves, blah, but what is it that he said about iPhones? They never freed the slaves. They gave us tiny screens. We think we're free because we can't see the cage. Yeah, that's it. Yep. I love how he words that theory.
Straight into your brain, you ain't on a plantation, but you definitely still a slave. Race theory is indoctrinating children. Tell blacks they're disadvantaged, tell whites they got white privilege. What a brilliant way to reinforce division. If whites believe they...
White privilege? I have never in my life... I've been alive as a white British man for 27 years in England. My skin colour has never given me an advantage in any aspect of my life whatsoever. Never. And I've never known anyone else that I know getting an advantage due to it either. I'm telling you, it's a myth.
Have it easy, they will never help you fight white privilege. What a brilliant way to reinforce division. If whites believe they have it easy, they will never help you fight the system. And now they burning books in untraditional ways. They just traded newspapers for the digital age. Now the facts can be deleted with no physical flames. They just changed the...
Oh, that is cool. Let me hear that again.
Newspapers for the digital age. And now they burning books in untraditional ways. They just traded newspapers for the digital...
They traded newspapers for the digital age.
Now the facts can be deleted with no physical flames.
And now the facts can be deleted with no physical flames. Oh, that is so powerful. Yeah, a newspaper is ink on a physical piece of paper. It can't be deleted, it can't be edited, it can't be altered. But everything on Facebook, Twitter and all the news sites, it can be edited like that. And because, you know... Oh, I love that. Changing newspapers for digital age. Now the facts can be deleted with no physical flames. That, wow, that is a real head scratcher. And you know, because excessive smartphone use affects your memory, you go onto a news site, read a story, and you're like, oh, Real Madrid won the Champions League. Of course they did. Yeah. Anyway, but then 5 minutes after, you forgot when you read. You forgotten most of what you read. You remember the headline, but you could go back and read it again, and it could be like 50% of that article could be changed, the narrative of it, and you wouldn't even know. Most people, the average person. That is a great point. Well done, Tom. That is a great point to make. I love that.
That has changed.
Nope.
I am not Republican. What a brilliant way to reinforce none. They keep screaming. They just traded newspapers for the digital age. Now the facts can be deleted with no physical flames. They just change the information and the truth gets erased.
Yep.
They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if...
The government definitely hates us. Like, Canada is a perfect example. This medically assistance in dying thing that they've got going, it's so prolific now as a method of dying and easy to access that because it's mandated by the Canadian government is officially like the third or the fourth leading cause of death in Canada now. The government is the fourth leading cause of death in Canada. Does that not sound crazy to you? You know? I mentioned it in another video a couple of days ago. I saw a story on Facebook. There's this young girl. She's about 18, 19. There's nothing wrong with her. She doesn't have any kind of medical condition that means she's going to die. But she's decided, I want to die. And she's getting this medical assistance in death in Canada. They killed her a few days ago. Nothing wrong with her. She's just a bit depressed. It's that easy to access it now. And because it's that easy, Canadian government mandated euthanasia, third or fourth leading cause of death in Canada. It's beating some cancers, it's beating heart attacks, it's beating alcohol-related deaths. Oh, it's crazy. But the government's, oh, no, it's our way of being kind. It's our way of giving autonomy to people and letting them make the choice. Bullshit.
I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. Progressive and traditional are hitmen hired to kill the individual. They label people red or blue, divide us, they don't ever help. They want you thinking left or right, so you ain't thinking for yourself. Go ahead and vote, cause both the parties are the same side. Two teams, one coach, controlled by the same guys, left wing.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true here in the UK. Vote for who you want, you get the same thing either way. Conservative, Labour, Lib Dem, Green Party. Even what we thought was a slightly right-wing alternative, Reform, is now basically the same as well. Because they've caved into Hope Not Hate for Dade stating a fact. And a couple of other things as well. We have no alternative in this country now to vote for, like a patriotic alternative. There's nothing. We are literally just going to get more of the same. Labour are definitely going to win the next election. The polls have them ahead by like 30%, 20% or something, or is it on it? No, I think it's about 15%. They're going to win. So we've got at least 4 more years of what we've been having under the Tories, but it's going to be even worse because they are an actual left-wing party, not a conservative party that's, you know, traitor. But yeah. And Keir Starmer, I swear that guy's a fucking robot. I don't know if any of you have ever seen it, but there was an MP in Parliament who he got sepsis and he lost both his arms or his legs or something. He lost the end of like either his arms or his legs. And there's a video of him coming into Parliament and all the MPs are up applauding him. And you could see, you know, on most of the faces of the people, you can tell that they meant it. But Keir Starmer, he's literally just stood there with this blank expression on his face, like the lights are on but no one's home kind of thing. And he's not even clapping. He's just standing there like the manager of the event. I'm telling you now, he has no humanity about him at all. Like, he's weird. I don't like him at all.
Vote cause both the parties are the same side. Two teams, one coach, controlled by the same guys. Left wing, right wing, both help the same bird fly. Brainwashing everybody at the same time. The internet was once a place that we could get our facts from. Now it's been monopolized, it's Google or it's Amazon. Who fact checking the fact checkers? I can answer that one. The people who control the narratives through the platform. Yep. Let me break this down for you.
Fact checks on articles or whatever they're checking. Don't believe it. Do not believe those fact checks. It is so heavily pushed by agenda.
Simple as I can. Want the people who control the narratives through the platforms. Let me break this down for you. Simple as I can, Kate. They use social conditioning to put you in the rat race. It doesn't matter if you're first or third or if you're last place. You're still a rat, and they're the cats who kill you so you can't escape. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke not awake. We know the system has failed us, and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid. I am not Republican. I am not a liberal.
Only works if you're afraid. That brings me back to something you said similarly. They're creating chaos, so they have something to save you from. Keep the people scared, and the system will work. Because if you're afraid of the system, you're not going to go against it. Yeah, I like that.
Works if we're afraid. I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. I am just a man who knows they're scared of a nation that's thinking critical. They kill us or they lock us up for nothing like we're criminals. Divide us cause they know that unified we are invincible. Questioning the government's agenda is controversial, but promoting guns and liquor in our music is commercial. They're confusing us with pronouns they made up to make us triggered. You can call me what you want, but just don't call me late for dinner. School teaches you to learn and never teaches you to think. So you absorb misinformation, then you practice what they preach. You ain't free, can't you see that's how they want you to act? That's called conforming to the norm, you don't need freedom for that. I'm not Republican or liberal or left-wing or right-leaning. I took the red pills because that's who's fighting for my freedoms. And you don't need to choose liberal or left-wing or...
I took the red pill because that's who's fighting for my freedom. That's true. That's something that doesn't get talked about enough either. You know, if you even give an inkling that you're a bit right-leaning, you'll get labelled with every buzzword that comes out of the communist playbook. But at the end of the day, It's only the people on that side that I and millions of other people in this country and in America feel represents their interests. There's nobody on the left-wing side that I look at and I think, I trust that person, or they're speaking about things that mean something to me, or that matter to me. That's what it is. It's not because I'm like, oh, I want to vote right-wing because I'm a Nazi, I don't want to get rid of all the blacks, browns. It's not that. It's just the people on that side are talking about things that we feel are an issue. And just because someone's right-wing, it doesn't automatically mean that all they care about is immigration and get rid of all... No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't care. I don't think it's controversial to point it out anymore, and it's not. Immigration is out of control in this country. It just is. 1.3 million net immigration in this country last year. This is a small island. It's 260 miles top to bottom. People on that side are going to lower that. Is that too much to ask? But there's other things that they're going to do as well, like, sort out how much we're spending on healthcare, The NHS, it's officially the most expensive part of the government's spending now. It gets the most amount of money it gets more money than defence, education, infrastructure, business, technology, research into all sorts of things that we should be, sort of doing now that the world's losing its fucking mind in Taiwan and Ukraine and Palestine. There was less, little civil conflicts going on in the world that started World War II. But we're not putting anything into defence, we're putting it all into the NHS, and they still moan that they're not getting enough money. Yet you ask anybody who works in that sector, in a hospital. I know people who work in the nearest large hospital to me, and every time I ask them, they say, oh no, half empty today, no one's there. Can't get an appointment, you can't get in the dentist, the opticians. And the people on that side are saying the things that make sense, like they sound like they've got a plan to fix that. God, there's so much in this song that can get me talking for hours, but this is a reaction to a 3-minute 20 song. I'm not going to go on much longer, but I just want to make that point. Just because someone's right-wing, slightly, or conservative doesn't mean they're racist. It just doesn't. It's just the easy way out for people on that side to label people on that side because they don't have anything of substance to say as an argument against it. Yeah? I'm just considering if I should talk about other things that I believe in, but I'm not going to, especially on YouTube. Certain matters will literally get you, I'd be gone. I just want to make that point.
Right-leaning, I'm forming to the norm, you don't need freedom for that. I'm not Republican or liberal or left-wing or right-leaning. I took the red pills because that's who's fighting for my freedoms. And you don't need to choose to be accepted, they both fake teams. Evil runs the world now like hell ain't got no vacancy. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us, having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid.
Tell you what, Nova and Tom, they need to start their own independent film studio because she is one hell of a cinematographer. Right? The videos that she's put together for him over the last few years, they're crazy good. They're better than all the ones being made for all the top 40 artists. Easily. They capture every part of the moment and it goes with every part of the song and yeah, she's great. I love her. But yeah, great points that he made in that. I think I've elaborated on those enough. I'm not going to go into it any further. But you know, more to the point of what to add to what I was saying about how if you say that you're slightly right wing or conservative or whatever, and then people are, oh, you're a racist Nazi. They don't actually spend the time looking into the information that they consume from commentators or otherwise. If you are on the side that hates people that are on the side that I'm sort of on, just spend a bit of time listening to the moderate channels. The perfect place to start would be the podcast of the Lotus Eaters, because they are
Moving on to something
moderate, and I know as soon as you go on to there, you're gonna, if you are clued up in politics and you follow Hope Not Hate, you're gonna see that Bo's sat there and Connor's sat there, and you're gonna be like, oh no, Nazi. No, just go through their videos, watch a few, click on the ones that stand out to you, and just have a listen. Go into it with an open mind. And they talk about things that matter as well, like this microplastics video. You should definitely check that out. A medical survey was done, and they actually tested the matter of the testicles of like 100 men, and every single one of them had microplastics in them. You know, it's little things like that. They do important things. They've been getting a lot of content out of the collapse of the Tory party. It's been quite funny to watch. But just spend some time watching the moderate channels and listen to them. Anyway. Yep. It was good to get back to listen to Tom. It's been a long time since I have listened to him. As I said, I'll go through his new music and make videos out of them, if you want me to. But how long is this video? Oh, God. Yeah, a lot of talking points in this one. It got me talking. So yeah, I enjoyed that. Some really good points made by Tom. I mean, to be expected. He always makes a good point. He's on the ball. But yeah, it got me going off a couple of times. No doubt I'll lose a few subscribers over this, but, you know, fair enough. Also, concerning the Rumble channel, I'm now starting to put videos that were on the YouTube channel with the copyright text and background music without that now. So you've got Not Going Out episode 1 and 2, you've got Bottom episode 1, 2 and 3, and you've got the first episode of the Super Short series, which is a Patreon exclusive series, but it's been over a year since I started it, so now it can be put out publicly. And I definitely recommend you go and watch that. It's an incredible short film. Definitely take a look at it. Also, the first episode of Derry Girls I did and put on Rumble. I'm going to do a poll and ask people if they want me to do that fully. Yep. So that's what we've got going on there. So thanks for watching. If you find this video and you're new to if this is your first time seeing me, I think I've got another Tom MacDonald video on the channel. Pretty sure I have. Let me check. Yeah, I did names. And there's also these. I do quite a few of these. There's a full playlist, actually. yeah, go check this out, this playlist. It's just a bit of fun on the side of the other videos that I make. You know. Funnily enough, it's a Tom MacDonald one that got the most views. So have a look at that if you've got the time. I'd appreciate it. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, goodbye.